Teddy Duncan, one of the smartest, probably the smartest character on Good Luck Charlie. Which probably isn't that hard to be one of the smartest characters on Good Luck Charlie. Gabe, sorry, is probably the second smartest character on Good Luck Charlie. But he's more of an evil genius. Teddy Duncan is just like more of a all around genius here. And of course, look at this beautiful Pixar 0.3 megapixel image that we got here. Anyway, so we got Teddy, we got Spencer, we got Teddy, and of course Skylar here, who has the IQ of a lamppost. Like she makes Teddy's brother PJ look smart in comparison to her, which is, only a few people can do that. It is honestly a talent to be as dumb as Skylar was in this television show. So Teddy Duncan, probably one of the smarter, not just a Good Luck Charlie girls, but one of the smarter Disney Channel girls. She's up there with Lexi. How everyone's, oh my goodness, Lexi's stupid. Yeah, but Lexi, not stupid, but Lexi's a bully. Yeah, but Lexi's a smart bully. So, she gets past. Anyway, Teddy Duncan, one of the smarter Disney Channel girls, made the mathematically incorrect choice in this episode called Secrets. So, Teddy is smart and talented most of the times. He maintains an A average. He tapes vlog videos. He gives good advice and stays out of trouble for the most part. She does have this one weakness, which of course is boys. So, and for context, a few episodes ago, she broke up with the boyfriend Spencer because he caught him cheating on her with Skylar. So, this isn't going to be, this entire essay about, cheating. Is that a real thing? Is that a not real thing? Teen dating, is that a thing? Is that not a real thing? Whatever. You guys know the statistics, 98% chance of failure. And that fell there. So anyway, she broke up with him because it was a smart thing to do. Teddy, you may be thinking, oh, well, breaking up with him might cause hit to popularity. No, Teddy could be in would most likely be one of the most popular kids in her school. She has all these other options here. So, she has obviously the definite upper hand. So after one car crash, one star-spangled failure, and a Halloween scale later, Teddy is careless and applies for a job where she will have to kiss Spencer in a play. So this leads her mom to buy her a car because that's why she's in the job. But she has to quit the job here, and then for some reason, because Spencer kissed well or something, but like that's a skill? Are you kidding me? Anyway, just for some reason like that, because Spencer kissed well, or some nonsensical reason like that, because she forgave him for all his crimes they've been whining about for the past 5 episodes. She basically called him like the spawn of Satan or something like that. Now she's back to hugging and kissing him. Yada yada yada. So she wants to trade in a car. She trades in a car for that. Are you kidding me? That is the worst deal in all of human history. So here's the deal as it appears in Teddy's mind. Because Teddy, as smart as she is, cannot and will not predict the future. Teddy either gets to keep the car, she quits her job, and maybe she can get a job somewhere else, but she cannot date Spencer. Or Teddy can date Spencer, but she loses her car. Well, that has all these features in it. The math is clear. The calculus is clear. The smart and only reasonable decision that any reasonable person is to drop Spencer and go find some new person. Or, hey, guys, think about this. Maybe don't think. Look, even if Spencer didn't cheat, even if Spencer was the quote-unquote love of her life, she has a 98% chance of failure. And in her brain here, she has a 100% chance of losing the car. So either you keep the car 100% and you can hold on to that, what might have been 2% chance, or you get to lose the car, and then guys, guess what? It's 7 episodes later, you'll fall apart, and then you still don't have a car. You'll be right back to where you started, and you've wanted a car for 7 episodes. So the math is clear. Break up with him. You shouldn't be dating him. Quit the job. You can find a new job. So then she goes in, she confesses to her parents that she still has feelings for Spencer for some reason. And she still dates him. Which, quite literally, they could kind of, if you want to, there technically is a secret third option, which is, the quote-unquote secretly date. Because, you'd have to, I guess, figure out what the definition of date is and just get as close to the line as possible without, actually crossing the line. That's not advice. I'm just saying that's a thing that could have been an option if Teddy's just going to be stupid. But anyway, her parents meet her halfway. She has to pay for the car, but now she gets to keep Spencer. Which, that may sound like a great resolution, oh, wow, Teddy was honest. That's great. No, it's not. So now she has a car that she has to pay for. She has to keep this job, and now she has a 98% chance of failure with Spencer, which means she most likely is going to end up having to pay for this car. The car is going to stay while not having a boyfriend, and because she works at him at the same job, which means they see each other at school and at work. Guys, guess what? There's more time. There's more stress to rise for conflict. I mean, honestly, that's probably one of the dumbest decisions that she's ever made. Look, if I was ever faced with this decision, which I probably would never be faced with this decision because it would require me to date and then break up in the first place. But if I ever was facing this decision, so I don't know what happened. Maybe I lost like 20% of my IQ. I would never, ever in a million years choose some random girl over a car. That is ridiculous. Okay, guys, I would never choose some random girl over a car. I never choose some random girl over a $20 cell phone. Okay, look, the mathematically and fiscally responsible choice would be to choose the cell phone, choose the car, choose the computer, choose the piece of paint. I mean, it is a lot more fiscally responsible to do this.